Before we start our meeting, just ask you please all stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May 6, 2026, and I hereby call the rental board to order. With me this evening is the Vice Chairperson, Carla Bryant, Maria Idisi, Kelly Medwig, Mark Smith, Patrick Nolan, and Janina Martinez. Mike Murray is excused for this evening.
Before we begin calling the hearing scheduled for this evening, I would like to take a moment and explain our procedures. I will call the hearing scheduled one at a time in the order that has been published in a legal notice and listed on our agenda. Starting with case number 1, I will read the legal notice aloud. The applicant or an authorized representative will step up to the podium. The speaker must give his or her name and home address for the record. All speakers will be sworn in by myself. The applicant or the representative will be given an opportunity to present any information that they wish to present to the board. If none, we will proceed to board questions. After board questions, any interested parties will have an opportunity to speak. The applicant will be called back at the end of the hearing to respond to any questions or concerns. The public hearing will likely be closed after the applicant answers any final questions. Should there be any open issues on the application or items that need to be remedied or corrected, the hearing may be held open for a longer period in the board's discretion to allow time for the applicant to make such corrections. If you wish to speak, ladies and gentlemen, please keep it to the property issues and the property issues only. At this time, we ask you please silence your cell phones. And please note, the rental board shall have the right to rely on any information that is presented by the applicant. If any such information is later found to be inaccurate or incorrect, the rental board may determine that any approvals, rental permits, or other actions previously granted in connection with the applicant are null and void. Thank you.
At this time, may I please have the landlord for 1573 9th Street in West Babylon? Hello. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Fiducia Woodgirl, 32 Farmington Lane, Melbourne, New York, 11747.
Thank you, ma'am. When you sent in the application, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
Yes, I would. Hi. Right here. Hi. Good evening. How are you? All right, so we have a couple of items we need you to take care of before we issue the permit. We need you to remove the debris from the property, give it a good cleanup, and we need you to cut the grass. Trim, the hedges, just neaten it all up.
Landscaper will be going this week anyways to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of weeds hanging around too, so if you could just clean it up.
Landscaper has been.
Okay,
and
good.
Will be going this week.
Okay, so we'll give you some time to get that done, okay?
Do we need to bring in some picture of that stuff? What is it? What is the procedure?
Once you have it done, you could send photographs to the rental division, and then they will send an inspector out. Okay?
Do I need to come back after that?
No.
Sending the picture should be plenty.
It should be plenty, but we have to give the inspector enough time to go back and look, but that would be the way, okay? You got it.
Hold on, ma'am. Wait 1 second. Is there anyone here in the audience that wishes to speak regarding this property? Okay, hearing none. Do we have a motion? June 26th.
Motion to extend until May 20th, Maria Idisi.
Okay. Seconded by?
Seconded by Mark Smith.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, ma'am, we're going to keep this extended to May 20th for you to remove the debris, cut the grass, and also trim the hedges, okay? Thank you.
Good night.
Good night now. 9 Neptune Avenue in West Babylon. How you doing, sir?
I'm looking.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
June
Thank you, sir.
24th.
For the record, if you could please state your name and your home address?
Stephen Weiner, 18 Cedar Lane, Woonsocket, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in the application on this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you? Thank you, sir. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
I do, Mr. Chairman. Mark Smith.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Weiner, before we can issue your permit, there are three things you have to do. One is to replace the driveway. Two is to trim the bushes, and three is to remove all of the debris from the property. Okay?
Sure, yeah.
Whose fence?
Tuesday morning, I fertilized, weed killed, and seeded, all the debris was removed. The driveway was seal coated and holes patched, about 2 weeks ago.
All right, so from the sounds of it, the trimming the bushes has been done.
The trimming of bushes, no, that was never mentioned.
Not done? Okay, that has to be done.
Okay,
The debris has been removed?
yes.
Okay, that's good. Now, with regards to the driveway, seal coating will not do.
Well, I had holes patched.
Oh,
Professional.
I understand, but the driveway has to be replaced. Okay, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property?
Does the fence belong?
Okay. Hearing none, may we have a motion?
Sal?
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Regarding the fence, whose fence we have pictured here? Is that your fence?
I don't think so, no. I'm not missing slats like that. Do you know what road that is on?
Is that your backyard? Or is that the front yard, or that's from the street?
I don't know what that is.
That's not your side yard?
Little East Neck Road, there's a fence and there's no slats missing. I replaced them myself 2 weeks ago. And then
That looks like a neighbor's fence, just because of the way it looks like it's. Oh, so is that Little East Neck Road?
Ms. Weiner, could you take a look at this photo?
Because usually if
Is that familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was all of that removed?
No, that was there. That was a post and rail fence on Little East Neck Road. It was removed. Told Roger Smith to take it down.
Okay. Was it removed? No.
No, that's in the
It's
backyard.
it's still in the
Private.
backyard.
Yeah.
Okay, all of that has to be removed.
Okay, at this time, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to June 24th to replace the driveway, trim the bushes, and remove the debris, the fence debris that was pictured here.
Seconded by?
Maria ADC.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. So, sir, we're going to extend this to June 24th to replace the driveway, trim the bushes, and remove the debris. When you have the driveway ripped up, we just ask you send a picture to the town, and so we can actually see that the driveway's ripped up, okay, sir? So,
My name is Mrs. Pena. I'm Mr. Weaver's spouse and also an attorney.
okay.
I just have a question only because we had not been noticed prior to today.
Yeah.
Of these
Rick,
issues.
okay, let me please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your home address as well.
My name is Eneris Pena Wiener. I live at 18 Cedar Lane in Setauket, New York, 11733.
Thank you.
So my question is, prior to coming today, my husband, there had been an inspection of the inside and also the outside of the home.
Correct.
And on that day, they told my husband that he needed to redo the driveway.
To patch the holes and have it seal coated.
So we
And I
had
had
it
it professionally done.
and we spent
$900.
Right.
That uplands, yeah.
Yes. Well, so the interior inspection, the gentleman who came to do the inspection, then about, 10 days to 2 weeks before the actual hearing, we send another inspector out to make sure the property is maintained as well, because sometimes it could be, you might have had the interior inspection back in January, say. So things could happen, so that's why we send the exterior inspection is done 10 days to 2 weeks before. And, the town is, wants the driveways replaced. They want rental houses in the town, they want them to look as nice or better than residence houses.
So my question is, the issue with regard to the driveway that has recently surfaced, because we were not aware of this, are those pictures that determination is based on? Is that based on the way the
No.
No, it
those-
was
those-
just a couple
It was just a couple, yeah, a couple, maybe a week or
I
two
think the
ago.
date, 22nd.
Yes. So those, you can see the can of the sealant in one of the pictures was left on by the curb, if I'm not mistaken.
This is where.
Okay, well, there's right there. That's paint bucket. Okay.
Actually, that strip of grass is not mine. That's the next door neighbor's.
Okay.
Neither here nor there.
It's,
Yeah, that's the patch they did. That's one of the patches.
Yeah. But you see all the cracks and things like that. The town, doesn't want the cracks, because obviously it could eventually be a tripping hazard, when water gets in there and freezes and then the pavement lifts and things like that. So the town wants everything to look uniform, for rental houses.
Okay, and with regard to the debris, can you see the exact debris that you're talking about? Because that's just a general term.
The wood over there on the side. Stuff in the back, right here. The table in the back.
I think that's an outdoor.
Is that an outdoor table? Okay, I didn't know if that was a picnic, yeah. You can have pictures. Mr. Smith is gonna hand you pictures. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see the debris on the side, by the fence over here,
yeah.
all the bushes by the side.
I think the picnic table was in, it looked to me like the picnic
do the
table was in disrepair as well.
Yeah, this is not mine.
See the debris. Ma'am, if you wanna look.
We gotta wrap.
This is where the garbage pails are. And, right? That piece of wood?
If you look up there, ma'am,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
the debris on the side,
Yeah, whose fence is that?
it's yours.
That's my fence, and I have a landscaper, and
But you see how the pieces are falling on the fence when the forsythia is pushing it out?
okay,
The back part, that'll have to be either taken out or.
okay. Gotcha on that.
Are we talking about the pieces on the floor or the pieces on top?
No, she's talking about the
But
fence.
the
fence.
bushes pushing the pieces.
There's,
out.
there are
Reverse on the ground.
there's dozens of pieces of pickets that are broken on there. And you're not required to have the fence at all. It can be removed, but it can't be looking like this.
No problem.
All right? And the picnic table that you pointed out, that looked like it was in disrepair. That didn't look like that was something that people were actively using.
My daughter used it when she lived there, so, all right, I'll get rid of it.
Yeah, that doesn't, that's not something that we're having a Sweet 16 at. Yeah. You agree that that's not,
Here's the bottom line. All they want to do is ensure that the property is sightly when the neighbors move in, because you're
She's
gonna
a
have
dog
rental
person. She has the voice too, just like her.
renters in there. And they're gonna want the place to look nice. So just, if anything is loose on the ground, all this board is asking
Yeah, I'm
you to do is
getting rid
take.
of the whole fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the driveway has to be, without cracks in it.
Yeah, I wish I would have first spent the 900. Now it's gonna be 9,000.
Sorry about
That's
that.
yours.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
these
Thank you for,
Those are
yes,
for you.
Okay.
thank you.
You're very welcome. Yes.
have a nice night.
8 Rosewood Avenue in Amityville. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
My first name is Brendetta, my last name is Baines Dolan,
Okay.
and then the address that I'm trying to rent is at 8 Rosewood.
Okay,
My home address is in Connecticut,
okay,
35 West Broad Street in Connecticut.
great. Thank you very much. Now, do you have a local representative, since you're in Connecticut, to handle as a property representative for you when you are not here?
Yes, his name,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
It's Empire, yeah.
okay, perfect.
I'm at property management.
Great, thank you very much. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Maria Iadisi.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mark Smith.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? Been approved, thank you. That's it?
That's it.
Unless you want us to,
Want to replace your driveway? You can replace your driveway.
I mean, how many fences do you have?
She said, I'm getting out of here.
She'd be like, man, we gotta tell you something.
26 Flanders Place in West Babylon.
I need to sign.
How you doing, sir? Good, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address? Thank you very much. When you sent in the application, sir, you agree to the terms and conditions on this property? Okay. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Okay. So just have a seat, sir. I'll call up the first person. And if, yep, come right up. How are you today? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
My name is Patricia Moran, and I live at 29 Flanders Place.
Okay. So how can we help you today?
Okay, so I'm a homeowner on Flanders Place. I also have an accessory apartment in my house, and everything is up to date with you guys. So when this house was sold, I was excited because I was hoping that, single family would be moving into this house. But obviously, as you know, multiple people have moved into this house. This is a very narrow street, it's a one-way street. And my concern is if there's an incident or a fire or a medical emergency in the middle of the night, after hours when everybody's home, I don't know if an ambulance or a fire truck is going to be able to get down the street. I myself am a nurse. I was up at 5 o'clock one morning and I heard beeping outside. It was a garbage man at 5:15, could not get down my street. I've never had that. I actually had to go out, it was not one of my cars, and knock on people's doors to figure out whose cars were blocking the street to get the garbage man to come down.
But this-
So that is my concern of an emergency, because I do remember a few years ago, in a house like this, and you know that there are multiple people living in different rooms, there was a major
didn't tell me
fire
that.
in Riverhead, and 2 or 3 people, tenants, passed away.
There's actually five people from the same family. Five people from the same family passed away in Riverhead.
I
Yeah.
remember that, and that's horrible.
Yes.
And that's what I don't want. Either that house or
Okay.
one of our houses, if the ambulance or fire trucks can't get down the block, and it is a concern.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Would anyone else like to speak regarding the property? How you doing, sir? We can give them right to Sandra. How are you today? So please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Absolutely.
Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
My name is Chris Parisi. I live at 20 Flanders Place, West Babylon, New York, right next door to this property.
Okay.
At one point, it was mentioned to the homeowner that there were about 9 people living in this house at one point. I have 2 younger daughters that live next door, and I know there's a house right on the other side of this property that also has 2 daughters. And it was said that the owner had not realized that there were 9 people in this house at this one particular time. Doesn't really make me feel that comfortable as a parent, having people in this house that the owner has no idea that there's people coming and going. So, again, it really doesn't make me feel confident going forward in the future. And also, the conditions of the house since it was purchased have been going downhill quite fast. Last summer, there was a few kids in the house. Upstairs windows were open with no screens, and there were kids with their heads hanging out of the doors, out of the windows a few times. So, again, it's not good. There's been junk in the yard, in the back, in the front.
Are these from last summer?
Excuse me?
These are from last summer, these photos?
Last summer, I think.
I mean, they're not
those are
current.
recent.
No, because, I mean, there's flowers that are fully grown, so this can't be
But those
current.
are recent. Those are recent. Siding's been coming off of the
We-
house, and I believe the town has come to the property a few times the past few years to
Not
mow it
impatiens
down
growing like that. That's
because
impossible.
it has been bad. So,
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak regarding this property?
That's when they had some,
How you doing, sir?
because they were redoing it.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Street view in September.
I'm just asking the board, please consider not granting a rental permit. It's been over 3 years of problems and nothing has changed. Soon after the house was purchased, multiple families moved in disregarding the town and the codes and the rules. In July 2023, the town and Suffolk County PD conducted a search warrant on the house, right? Finding multiple families in the house and issued summonses both to the homeowner and to residents in the house. There was an illegal basement apartment that was found to be a fire safety hazard, so the town ordered up basement.
Some is that resident for going in, some is the owner again. The town had to come back and reward the basement once again. The town, like Chris said, has had to come over multiple times to clean up the debris outside of the home. I believe you guys forced him to fix the driveway. He just paved it with what I would consider an unlicensed, uninsured company that came a couple months ago to blacktop the driveway. It's only been a couple months and the blacktop is already coming up at the street. It's horrible. They put a caution tape across the driveway to make sure nobody got on it. Again, at least 3 months ago, that caution tape is still there. And the owner has been into the house multiple times. So if he cares about what the neighbors think, he's not showing. The debris is still all over the place. And like the other neighbor said, it's a small lot. It's multiple things you get from a small lot, all in opposition of having this come back to the property. So just please ask you to consider not giving this gentleman a rental property.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to speak regarding this property? Yes. Hello, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
My name is Barbara Mato, I live 31.
Okay.
I've been on that street for over 40 years. This house has been nothing but trouble. If they said they can put, what they consider blacktop on the driveway, it's all coming up. There's garbage always, it blows down the block, it's all over my room. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, when people are living there, I thought nothing of having music blasting in the driveway. People have to put rights in there. There's children that have to. And Christopher, he lives next door. How do you expect kids to get to school? They didn't care because renters don't care. It's not their home.
Right.
You know, they don't own it. They just come in. The multiple people and the multiple cars. Like Ms. Moran said, you can't get a fire truck down that block. I don't think he should get a rental permit. To me, it's a slum landlord.
Thank you, ma'am. Would anyone else like to speak regarding this property? Hearing none. Sir, can you please come back up? You heard some of your complaints from your neighbors. How long have you owned this property for?
About 3 years.
3 years. Is anyone currently in the house now? No one? Okay.
I do want to apologize about the tenant we had. We had long issues with her. We're trying to get her out, and we didn't realize she was had multiple.
So you just rented to one person and she was renting the rooms out or something like that?
It was her family. She has a big family and multiple fathers of her kids.
Okay.
So they would both come, and I know one was a junkyard scrap work.
Okay.
I apologize for that. That kind of stuff came back.
Okay.
On the original lease, did you list tenants that were approved to live in the property?
I believe so, yes. With the Trinity, the main, from the mother of them.
I'm sorry, say again?
The mother of the kids, she was on the lease.
When did she move out?
When, I believe it's been almost a year.
Because in October of 2025, we did an emergency securing and boarding up of the house and a cleanup.
Yeah, ever since I know some PD came out, ever since then, she's not.
October's going back a lot more than a year that she's been out. It sounds like the way we're lining up the months is that you had an opportunity to address the cleanliness and the presentation of your property. Hold on. You had the opportunity to address the cleanliness and the presentation of your property in consideration of your neighbors. So it sounds like we had a little bit of a disconnect there.
We were for a long time trying to get in the property to get everything ready for certain interior inspections. She would let us in for multiple inspections. We would have to delay. And then we put the blacktop in and it snowed right after, and then it was salt on it. And the outside, we do have landscape, but we wanted to come again. They were just worried about this postage, any company that had anything, see if they want to work on the property.
The goal of the board, the rental board, is to have homes indistinguishable that are used as rentals versus those that are owner occupied. And is this a renewal of the permit?
Thank you.
New application? It's your responsibility as the property owner. Doesn't have anything to do with who's inside the property. The presentation for the sake of your community and your neighbors, has to be as good or better than a property that's owner occupied.
No, definitely, I will take time out of my schedule and make sure everything's properly taken care of.
But you had plenty of time prior to that, and you didn't do anything. That's,
I had the landscaper, he was supposed to come do everything.
yeah, but you should have been there to see that nothing was done, and then you're walking past tape that you could have just removed, and you had it hanging out there. Those little details show that you don't care.
No, there was a Halloween decoration, that was all the caution tape with that.
It wasn't Halloween, though, recently.
But after the tenant moved out, she didn't remove anything after what I.
Okay.
I just want to mention something to the neighbors. In case there's ever an issue, you could always call 311 from your landline, and, obviously file a complaint with Citizen Services if there's any issues, with the house or in any house, actually. You could call Citizen Services with Town of Babylon, and then they'll send an inspector down as well. Yeah, no, of course, I understand that. I'm just saying, you could always do that as well, right? Of course. Correct. Correct. So, of course. So at this time, do we have a motion?
Motion to deny Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Marie Iadisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Sir, unfortunately, your permit was denied. You could reapply, but obviously, you heard what your neighbors are very unhappy with what's going on.
I will promise you guys, the property will look perfect out there.
Excuse me, sir. When you say that, you shouldn't be smiling. That's it.
You can leave your information. I don't know if they have your contact information, but for you to hear their concerns, so long as it's kept civil between all parties, hearing them and hearing what's important to them and making that part of your application to address the concerns of the people living immediately around an investment property, or at least a non-owner occupied property that you own, will be a step in the right direction toward coming back to us and being able to have a permit to rent the property. We're not going to get into any of that. Make your contact information available. If you'd like to have a conversation with them, you don't have to do that. That's a suggestion on our part, but you are still responsible for the standards that we set. And right now, you're not going forward with a rental with anybody. Yeah.
Well, the next step should be, give the property a good cleaning, and, make sure,
Your tenants.
make sure the whole property's clean, trim your bushes, just make sure everything is neat on the outside, and then also, like Ms. Medwick said, vet your tenants, and put restrictions,
Really.
if you're renting to,
You gotta really be picky. I know it's hard, but.
you could be a mother, father, and 3 kids or something like that, but put that in the lease, so it's not 9 people, because it's not fair to the people who own houses on the block, especially if they're having parties at 3 o'clock in the morning, or playing music at 3 o'clock in the morning. The whole issue here is the quality of life for your neighbors, and obviously, the board feels that the quality of life is not here for your neighbors. So, no, thank you, sir.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming
very
in.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
As we move on, we do have one communication. It's going to be read and filed, so regarding 123 Oak Street in Deer Park. As we move on to the revocation, this is for 930 North Putnam Avenue in Lindenhurst. For 930 North Putnam Avenue, do we have a motion?
I'd like to speak on the property.
Yes, sir.
Before making a motion. Yeah, you folks are welcome to excuse yourselves. Thank you for coming down and participating. I'm going to assume that most folks remaining here are concerned with 930 North Putnam. On a personal note, I can tell you that we haven't seen half the response from any community around any rental property in the 2 years that I've been on the board, and our sympathies and our concerns are alongside yours for the things you've had to put up with leading up to now, and we are allied with you in making sure that you have the peaceful enjoyment of your property. without the concerns that you've had to endure leading up to now. The CEO of Hallie, Helping Across Long Island, and their attorney has met with the town attorney here and other officials in town government. And in the time since we began the process, they now have live-in security. There's going to be a mentor living in one of the units to help monitor and make necessary appointments for anyone who's living there. They've upgraded their cameras. They've removed squatters that were with the renters. They'll be meeting with the Office of Mental Health to discuss what placements they should get, the folks that are coming in to live there. And they've agreed to notify us as soon as possible if they have any kind of squatter situation coming. And they've also met with officials in the first precinct to develop a better dialogue between their organization and law enforcement. They have engaged us fully, and we've heard your concerns, and I believe that it is now significantly different a situation from what it's been in months and years leading up to now. And while the organization is investing a lot of resources, time, and attention, we're going to continue their case, their permit, and you're welcome to continue to be involved and to communicate with us, with Citizen Services, with the rental board directly, of continued problems, and we can assure you that we'll help you address them and we'll be involved with them. And again, this was a hard one. And at this time, we're going to continue the case. I'm going to make a motion to continue their permit, which does expire in January. And they will be back at the beginning of the process to reapply, and we'll be able to evaluate what happens between now and then, hearing from you along the way and seriously considering your concerns. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to continue, Patrick Nolan.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. We're going to continue this. And as Mr. Nolan said, their permit is due to expire in January. So they will currently have a permit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I can answer your questions after the meeting's over, if you want to stick
At this
around,
time, the live
otherwise.
streaming will be